Hey there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So on today's video we are heading out to the charity shops again, and a bit different today. We are going to be starting at Bernardo's, which is one that I haven't been to for a couple of weeks. This is normally one that we sort of hit up when we were doing the midweek charity shop hunts. So yeah, I thought we hadn't been here for a few weeks, and I just decided to sort of pop along in my lunch break and yeah, see what we can find. But just so that you're aware, obviously I am going to be bringing back the midweek charity shop videos. They are going to come back once the boot fair season ends. So once we haven't got any more boot fair videos, we are going to revert back to doing the midweek charity shop videos, and yeah, we'll see how we get on. So just having a look through. I'm actually just having a look through the games at the moment. I think it's games and DVDs in this bit. And then over on this table they normally have sort of some more puzzles and that, as well as sort of the ones that they have inside. But as I think I've said a couple of times, with the puzzles I only tend to sort of look at the sealed ones at the moment, just because I know my luck, I'll end up sort of buying them, get them home, and then after counting sort of a 1,000 piece puzzle there'll be one piece missing. So they've really sort of scaled back on the shoes and that in here. This was actually, I was actually really chuffed to find this. So this is Super Smash Bros. Brawl on the Wii. I think they've got it as £3.50, but that is one that I'm sort of getting for myself, and that's not for sort of resale. Then I see, let's see if I've seen it yet. Okay, so there we go. We've got a edition of Monopoly. So this is the electronic banking edition. I think it's actually priced up at £3.50. But we do actually pick this one up, so but once they ring it up, it rings up for sort of £3. So I've got elastic bands around it, so I'm just trying to get those off so that I can have a quick look inside just to make sure that it is complete. So obviously with the electronic editions, there is no money in there. So it's all done on this little electronic reader. So you want to make sure that that's in there and that it's functioning. And then it's also, you've then got cards. So you see there, I've just picked the bank cards up. And then you've got the normal sort of chance, community chest and property cards. And then obviously the playing pieces and the sort of hotels and houses. So yeah, just having a look at it, all looks okay. I don't think it's put back the exact way that it should be. But yeah, even for £3.50, it's not a bad pickup at all. And Monopoly sell really well. So yeah, I do sort of, any chance I get, I do tend to sort of pick them up. Apart from that one the other week. So I think it was one of the boot fair videos, maybe last week. It was a brand new edition of Monopoly, and I think they wanted £5 for it. And I skipped it, and I'm like, why did I do that? Because that would have, brand new Monopoly sales for about £29, £30. So there's another version here. I don't get to look inside this one because it is actually taped up, but yeah, so far I've not come across a version that hasn't been complete. But actually thinking about it, I haven't actually checked that one yet, even since getting home. So I do need to check that one. And then just continuing to sort of just have a quick sort of scan over the books, just sort of see if I can see any sort of Harry Potters or anything like that. But nothing there this time. And then next up we are in the Melza outlet now. And I've looked through sort of most of the store at this point, but there was sort of nothing to find. But I did want to sort of just sort of include this little clip, because we do see, and I'll see if I can see it. Yep, there we go. So we've got Past the Pig's Party, or Pig Party, sorry. Now, one of the very, very first videos that I did, I picked up a Past the Pigs game. I think it was a 1980s edition of the Past the Pigs game. And that sold for, I think I ended up selling that for about £10 in the end. So I saw this, I thought, well, I'll pick it up and give it a scan. Because, yeah, the Past the Pigs can actually sell quite well. But unfortunately, this one doesn't hold the same value as the normal game. So I do end up giving it a miss. So I think it's sort of like sub £5. So by the time we sort of shipped it out, because that would have to go into a small parcel, it just wouldn't be worth it. Then next up we are in the RSPCA. So as I say, I like the RSPCA. I've said a couple of times now, I like the RSPCA because obviously we get the DVDs and the games are all 50p in here. So we've managed to pick up some really good games out of here. But that is, obviously, that's for my sort of private collection, or my personal sort of video game collection, sorry. But we have got a couple of DVDs out of here. I think we actually got we got a UMD, a Dawn of the Dead UMD in the last charity shop video, I want to say. But do notice this hardback edition of the Philosopher's Stone. Just having a look, basically they do all of their hardbacks for £1. So I do pick that one up. I've not got too many of the sort of hardback Harry Potters. I think I've got one at the moment, and I think that's the first edition of Order of the Phoenix. So just having a look at the DVDs in that rack, and then having a look in our corner over there, so the corner on the right, we've got some really good finds out of here. I think we found the miniature scale electrics there, and then I have also managed to find a full Guitar Hero for the PS2. I think the only thing it was missing was the sort of the wireless adapter. The game was brand new and sealed, so yeah, I always have a look in that corner when I go in, as well as having a look through the shoes. So I keep seeing these ones in here, and I keep looking every single week. They're not Converse, they are actually sort of Primark. Then the next store we're in is Making a Difference to Maidstone. So this is another one that we sort of go in sort of all the time. We've had quite a good sort of vintage finds out of this one. And I will admit, I sort of get on really well with the staff in here. They're really, really friendly. So I always do enjoy popping in. So just having a look at the DVDs and the board games. There's nothing that sort of really stands out. We've had a couple of sort of good board game finds in here. Yeah, Legs 11. This is one of, I think this was one of the days. When was this one? When was this filmed? I can't remember. This one was filmed a couple of weeks ago, actually. That's it. And it was absolutely scorching hot out. I'd been to the Saturday boot fair in the morning, and then literally sort of got home and headed straight out to the charity shops. So yes, it was very, very hot. So it was definitely not going to be anything other than shorts that day. So once again, I'm having a look in what I've sort of dubbed sort of vintage vintage corner, excuse me. But yeah, nothing there that sort of stands out. And I do look at that book, but unfortunately the actual sort of insides were starting to come away at the spine. So that was sort of just a bit too damaged for me. Seems to be this shelf seems to be sort of all of the sort of like the war DVDs and books, but as per normal, I'll be honest, I don't really know what I'm looking at with regards to sort of war films or sort of war books, so I'd be there for absolutely ages sort of scanning. But as I walk through, I do notice this. So this is it looks quite vintage. It's a picnic set, and I can't remember how much they were asking for it. I don't know if I get it on camera. So yeah, I walk away, but I do actually go back and have another look at it in a minute. So once again, just looking at the kids' DVDs and books. So these are double stacked, so I do just sort of pull them. I think it's only this shelf that they double stack. And they don't tend to sort of double stack the top shelf. So just pulling everything out just to have a look, see what's behind. Because as I say, I have found some absolutely brilliant games as well in there. I've found sort of brand new sealed games that I've ended up sort of paying 75p for. So yeah, I will admit I've just noticed it now as we're sort of watching the film back. I didn't notice that Monopoly there, sort of it was on the right hand side. I think it was only a Monopoly Junior, so they don't really hold their value the same as the normal Monopoly. So yeah, this is where I then decide to sort of go back and sort of look, and sort of I start to sort of look it up on eBay. Then I noticed that the tin in the sort of the bottom of the picnic hamper is extremely rusty, and I don't think it was the original one to go with the set. And then I also noticed the cups and the saucers that are also in the bottom are plastic, so that sort of signifies to me that it was a lot newer than what it was sort of looking. Yeah, at the moment I'm looking up. There's you'll see sort of in the top left corner of the case, there's a little sort of plaque, and there's a name written on that. So I was sort of trying to look that name up, and I couldn't see anything sort of exactly like it. But then sort of the other sort of picnic hampers that I was finding that were sort of looking very similar, I think they were sort of selling for a sort of similar price on eBay than what they were asking for in the charity shop. I don't know why, but I've got a feeling it was something like £17 or £12, something like that. Couldn't quite remember. But yeah, as soon as I sort of noticed that that was plastic, that sort of signified to me that it wasn't sort of as vintage as I first thought. And yeah, I think at that price I just didn't want to sort of take the chance. Then next up we are in the PDSA, so another store that we sort of visit every charity shop, or every charity shop hunt should I say. So just sort of walking through, just sort of seeing if I can sort of see anything. They have completely reorganised the store, so shoes and that used to be sort of just on the left as you sort of walked in. Now they've sort of moved them right away up to the back. We've got all the sort of stuffed toys there. I'll be honest, I probably didn't look as closely as I could have done then. Looking at sort of the board games, quickly scanning over the books. and the DVDs. There we go. So that is Spectacular Spider-Man. So that is one that we've been sort of getting hold of a couple of copies. But there is a bit of a problem with that one, but stay tuned until the pickups and I'll go through exactly what's wrong with that one. So yeah, once again, just sort of scanning through the book, see if I can see anything that sort of stands out. As I say, at the moment it's mostly sort of Harry Potters that I'm looking for. Definitely looking for that Deathly Hallows to at least get sort of a full set together. I'd like to get hold of a sort of a paperback Deathly Hallows, and then I think I've actually got the ability then to put a full set together. They've actually as well, they've moved the DVDs back into this corner. They had moved them onto a wall in the centre just by the games, but obviously when they had their sort of big shuffle about, they've moved them back down here now. So I think they were up at that other bit for probably about a month before they moved them back. So we're now on to the final charity shop of today, and this is the Peggy Wood Foundation. So it's another one that I sort of go into sort of every week, but they don't, I would admit, in here they don't seem to sort of get new stuff in that often. Probably because they don't get a lot of donations, I'm assuming. But yeah, I've gone in sort of a couple of times, sort of where I've sort of gone in a couple of weeks on the trot, and it's all just been always been the sort of same stuff. So obviously this time it has been sort of I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've been in here, and yeah, we'll see what happens. So just having a look, and as soon as I look at the books, first off I pick up this Pokemon book. Now I actually picked this up for myself the week before at the Sunday Boot Fair, I think it was. I think I picked it up for like 50p, and yeah, then they had it then again here, and I actually do end up picking that up as well, but that goes to my little one when I get home. They are extremely interested in Pokemon as well, so they have been we've been getting them some books sort of as and when we can find them. So yeah, I do actually end up picking up that Pokemon book, but as I say, it isn't for me because I've already got a copy. I think I do, yeah, I scan it just to sort of see what it's sort of reselling for, because I was a bit sort of like, didn't want to sort of leave it, because it's not, you don't see your sort of Pokemon books about that often. There's only, in fact, my other half was actually with me when we were out at the charity shops on this day, and she suggested sort of picking it up and giving it to the little one. So that is going to wrap up the charity shop. So let's head home and have a look at what we've managed to pick up. So we are back from the charity shop now, and yeah, everything seems to come in pairs today. So we are going to literally just get straight into it today. And first off, we have got the Monopoly electronic banking. So we paid £3 for that. I think that was from Bernardo's. Yeah, I think that was Bernardo's, that one. So yeah, we paid £3. Looking online, expected sort of sale price is going to be about £15. So that would net us a profit of £2.49. So yeah, not too bad, not too great, but not too bad. Then next up, we've got the standard edition of Monopoly, which is not one that we've had. I don't think we've had this version before. Once again, so we paid £2 for that one, sorry. And expected sale price is going to be £15. So that would net us a profit of £3.49. So yeah, not too bad. So about £5 profit on the Monopolies. The reason I actually say that though, I think that Monopoly will be a bit cheaper to ship. I may actually be able to sort of get the profit up on those a bit, because the thing that sort of really does me on the profit of the board games is the boxes that I've got, because they are massively expensive for sort of what I should be paying, and I haven't had a chance to sort of get any replacements yet. So hopefully by the time these sell, I will actually have been able to sort of get the cheaper boxes and we'll make a bit more profit out of them. Then next up we've got, I'll tell you what, we will start with the 2 Harry Potter books. So first off we've got Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is a hardback edition, it's not a first edition. We paid £1 for that one. There's no sale price and no profit on that at the moment, just because obviously I am still collecting these to sort of make up sets. I will actually be sorting through, I am actually going to sort through and find out sort of where I am on all my Harry Potter books, because I have just literally been buying them. I've not been sort of keeping tabs on sort of what I've got, but I do know that I am sort of, I think it's the Deathly Hallows. I've never sort of found a version of that out sort of when I've been hunting. So yeah, I know I definitely haven't got a full set. Then next up we've got a paperback edition of the Chamber of Secrets. So we paid £1 for that one as well. This is actually a different printing than we normally pick up. But yeah, I thought I'd pick it up and sort of start the hunt for sort of that version as well. So yeah, once again, paid £1 for that. There's no sale price and no profit on that one. And then finally, we've got a Spectacular Spider-Man Volume 4 DVD. So I have actually been picking these up. This was another one where I made a bit of a mistake on, because I have got Volumes 1 and 3 brand new and sealed. And I bought Volume 2 the other day. I think it was in one of last week's videos. And completely forgot that the 2 that I had were sort of new and sealed. And the same happened here. I saw Volume 4, picked it up, thought brilliant, I've got the full set now. And yeah, it was only once I got home that I realised that actually no, I've got 2 used and 2 brand new. So I am going to keep hold of it. I'm going to keep hold of it with Volume 2, and hopefully I can find sort of a used version of Volume 1 and 3 for sort of cheap enough, and then I can sort of sell them off as sort of a job lot. But we paid £4 for that, and obviously at the moment there's no sale price and no profit. So that is everything we picked up today. So what are the totals? So the total spend was £8. Total expected sale price is £30. And as it stands at the moment, the total profit is £5.98p. But as I say, I think I'm going to be able to sort of get that up by quite a bit. Probably get that up to about £10 quite easily once I sort out the boxes for the Monopoly. So that is going to be it for today. If you haven't already and you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give it a like. It really sort of helps me sort of build the channel. And also, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this. I upload videos on a Tuesday, Thursday and a Saturday. There you go, I had to really think about that one. And yeah, at the moment I'm doing 2 boot fair videos a week and 1 charity shop video a week. So yeah, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to be kept up to date when I upload those new videos. And yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, bye.